How do you react when your company is about to go bankrupt? How do you react when your company is about to go bankrupt? So I'm firstly going to share obviously my current situation. It's 22nd of October 2025, and currently my company could potentially be bankrupt by the end of this month. We currently have £2,669 altogether in our accounts. We got on the 28th of October, so in literally 6 days time, 3,500 owed to the landlord. This is before we consider the £500 give or take for the bills through that month. And that's just the way it is. So with that property, obviously at the moment we've only got 2 tenants in there. So 5-bed property, we've only got 2 tenants in there. Those 2 tenants, one of them obviously has managed to pay his rent up front. So he's paid us about £685. And the other tenant would be paying us about £1,045. But because they're paying for Universal, it's a whole month delayed. So we won't get that money when we need it. We'll get it like on the 20th of November if it does come. By then obviously it'll be too late. It'll be a hard argument with the landlord. Our second property, the one that's normally obviously a steady income in our rock. At the moment, 3 tenants are paying, but it's meant to be 4. The third one at the moment, he hasn't paid since the 3rd of October, and currently at the moment still hasn't paid. And again, that's causing us issues because it means we have that shortfall of money coming in to cover bills, yet alone cover any expenses and gaps like this. So we're financially in trouble. Not sure where the money's gonna come from. Initially, obviously, I'd planned it pretty well, and I'm happy to share more if you drop in the comments. I'm happy to obviously expand on this video, but the importance of this video is for me to share how I'm gonna react and how I'm gonna deal with it. Fingers crossed, inshallah, it works out. It doesn't. Big learning lessons for me. So essentially, obviously, I'm gonna send out transparent emails just to explain to both landlords that, look, the other landlord, obviously, the one that the tenant's refusing to pay, what tips would you offer in terms of speeding up and getting this tenant out and getting another tenant in, or getting him to pay, or getting Universal to pay for him. The property, obviously, at the moment, that's the 5-bed. That's only got 2 tenants in it. That's due on the 28th in terms of rent. I'm going to just explain to them, look, we overestimated the market. We thought we'd have all the tenants in by now. We haven't. You can see we've made sufficient investment in our property, including painting, adding some beds, new beds, all in the property. At the moment, even ordering a fridge, a microwave for the property. These are all investments that if we're not serious, wouldn't have done, but it's just not worked out the way we planned for it to work out. And just be transparent with them and see what they say. If they say we want our rent, I'll be like, look, there's no place for your rent to come from. You're gonna have to be patient with us while we try to get more tenants in. We can pay you half now, and then we just owe you the remaining amount some other time, but we can't afford to pay the full rent at the moment, and just see what that says. Of course, on the side, I'm gonna squeeze myself and pull money out my invest engine. At the moment, I had about £700 in there. I'm gonna pull about 500 out of that, but even that 500, it's not enough. But I'm gonna pull that out of that and try to contribute towards the company. I'm also gonna borrow some money from other places where I make about another 1k and have that as another safety margin just in there. But yeah, the best and most important thing what to do when your company is going bankrupt, stay positive and just think of solutions. Sit there like me, 7:30 a.m. before work, and just try to think of solutions and drop solutions. Crying about it, going deep head, overthinking about it doesn't solve anything. What you need to be doing is constructive thinking, where you're trying to think of solutions to come up with of how to solve the problem, and then just keep positive. Things will work out, because unfortunately it gets like that. It gets like that when you're a beginner starting a company. It gets like that, and I'm clearly going through it. How I overcome it, how other companies overcame it, I don't know, but it's my journey. I'm gonna do my best to try overcome it. I wish you do the same. Keep on your journey, keep positive, and just keep going. Trying to overcome it. I'll let you know how it goes. Company crashes, it crashes. I pray God, inshallah, it doesn't crash, and I'm gonna pull whatever bit of my strength. It means borrowing money, missing a few payments here, including the car payment. Then I'll have to do that, and try to keep this company together. Of course, I won't be delusional to the point that I'm 3, 4, 5, 6 months in arrears with the rent and I'm still not letting it go. At that point, obviously, I have to accept my defeats and take it where life takes me. But keep positive, keep going, and that's the journey, man. That's the reason I'm not recording in a little while, man. I'm just getting hit by life.